5 shocking habits of a narcissistic mother. Narcissism is characterized by a sense of self-importance, by a need for attention, a lack of empathy, exploitative behavior, and a sense of entitlement. Narcissistic mothers can be very damaging for their children. One of their first shocking behaviours is their emotional manipulation. They will manipulate their children in order to fulfill their own needs, their own desires. They're going to go all out to shame, blame, and guilt trip their children. They're going to use love as a bargaining tool so that they can keep a sense of superiority over their children. They will go all out to gaslight their children, invalidate their children, emotionally exploit their children, leaving their children feeling unheard, confused, and emotionally drained, often living on fear if they don't do what the narcissistic mother says. Constant criticism is a hallmark of a narcissistic mother. There's going to be those persistent put downs towards their children, towards their children's appearance, achievements. They're going to have those personal attacks to belittle their children, which is going to destroy their children's self-esteem. And it's so the narcissistic mother can establish dominance and control and superiority over their children. They will frequently remark about their children's appearance, about their children's abilities, and it's a huge red flag, and it's going to erode the child's self-confidence, leading to long-lasting emotional scars. A lack of empathy. Narcissistic people have a limited capacity to show empathy towards others. They are very limited showing compassion towards their children's struggles or their children's experiences. They are very dismissive of their children's needs. They ignore their children's distress or talk about how they've suffered far worse. They minimize the children's achievements or take the credit for their children's achievements. If it wasn't for me, they wouldn't have been able to do that. They refuse to offer genuine support, causing feelings of neglect within their child, causing their child to fear speaking out about their own personal experiences, causing their child to often be very, very humble for the fear of being dismissed by others. They can be incredibly competitive. Narcissistic mothers usually view their children as either competition, rivals, or an extension of themselves. They are going to go all out to undermine their children, so the narcissist can keep their sense of superiority. The narcissistic mother will go all out to highlight their own achievements or twist the child's success into the narcissistic mother's personal success. They will display feelings such as jealousy and resentment towards their children, those kinds of where they turn around and say, if it wasn't for you, if you hadn't have been born. And they lack boundaries. They lack the ability to provide and respect their children's personal boundaries. They will go barging into their rooms. They will go looking through their phones. They will go looking through their diaries under the pretense that they're just trying to keep their children safe. And we can all use this as a sort of excuse. However, when you've got a teenage child, if you do not have that child's permission to have the tracker on their phone, that tracker should not be on the phone. You have to it's your responsibility to keep your children safe. However, you have to give your children the opportunity to learn from their own mistakes and be responsible for themselves. We all make mistakes, we all make errors in judgment. However, a narcissistic parent will go all out to invade their child's personal space. They will intercept personal messages, they will intercept communication because they're asserting control. When it comes to narcissistic mothers, they are very damaging to their children's well-being, and if at all possible, it needs to be minimal contact. A child often wants their parent to be there for them. A child doesn't recognise the damage being caused. The child needs a boost of confidence to show that people do care about them.